forward in your chair, bend at the waist, lean forward, and slide your buttocks as far back as they will go. And then when you sit up straight, I think you'll find you have an arch in your back, your shoulders are over your hips, and your head floats, and you don't have to flex a thing. And that's a really good meditation position. You might want to lie down on the floor. You might want to lie down on the floor and put your feet up on a chair. The 12 and 12 says it's an adventure. Work it out any way you like. Yes, sir. There you go, Jeremiah. And I think I covered everything I meant to. If you will now, please close your eyes. We've already invited God. So if you will now exhale and very slowly inhale. And blow it out. And exhale. And very slowly inhale. And blow it out again. And exhale. And very slowly inhale. And this time just release. Using about 20% of your strength, clench your jaw, press your tongue to the roof of your mouth, wrinkle up your face, and exhale. And slowly inhale. And release. Flex your neck muscles and bring your shoulders up to your ears and exhale. And slowly inhale. And release. Make fists. Flex your forearms and upper arms and exhale. And slowly inhale. And release. Flex your chest and stomach muscles. This one will be shallow. And exhale. And slowly inhale. And release. Flex your buttocks and your entire pelvic area and exhale. And slowly inhale. And release. Flex your thighs and calves, wrinkle up your toes and exhale. And slowly inhale. And release. A summer's day. A few puffy white clouds. Flip-flops, Bermuda shorts, a t-shirt. You're in motion, but you're sitting. You're in a vehicle. It's a bus. It's a large bus. And you're sitting on the aisle about halfway back. And the bus is full of people, and they are having a good time. They are digging and scratching and laughing and singing and just having a ball. And you look around, and you realize you know everyone on the bus. The people you see the most often, folks you live with, people you work with, members of your home group, are in your row, and they're right in front of you and right behind you. And then further on toward the front and the back are people you went to school with way back when, and people that you used to live in the old neighborhood. And further on are distant relatives you only see at holidays and that kind of thing. And they're all having a good time. And looking out the window of the bus, you see a shadow of the bus. And you realize that on the roof of the bus there are containers. There are boxes and trunks of various shapes and sizes, and in them are the things that concern you. Oh, politics and romance and finance, just the usual stuff. And they're all strapped tightly to the top of the bus in one or more of these containers, and the bus has begun to slow down. And as it slows, the noise in the bus gets less, and the bus comes to a stop, and it's dead quiet, and they're all looking at you. And you realize this is your exit. So you stand and start walking toward the front of the bus. They're patting you on the back saying, "We're going to be fine, we'll see you later." Arriving at the front of the bus, you see one of the guardian angels is driving and says to you, "All of these people and all these things that concern you are going to be safe in my keeping while you're gone. Have a good trip." And he hits the handle and the door opens. You step off onto the curb and the door closes and the bus puts up the hill. People are hanging out the window saying, "We'll see you later, we're going to be fine." and the bus disappears over the hill, and you stand alone but not lonely. Turning your back to the street, there's a path through the knee-high grass, and you begin to start to walk up a small hill, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. Cresting the hill and starting down the other side, staying in the path, there are rose bushes, red on your left and yellow on your right, left foot, left foot. And ahead of you, the enchanted forest, a beautifully safe place. And you enter it, continuing to follow the path, left foot, right foot. Off to the left, a squirrel sitting on a stump stops to watch you pass, knowing that you're both safe, left foot, right foot. And with each step, you hear the sound of moving water getting louder, and you approach a small stream. It's so clear, it is so beautiful that you step out of your flip-flops and into the stream, and although it only washes up to ankle deep, it feels like it's cleansing your entire spirit and body. A beautiful feeling. Looking down into the bed of the stream, there are stones about the size of the first knuckle on your thumb, and they're magnificently colored stones. There are red stones for energy, and there are green stones for growth. There are blue stones for sadness and grief, without which there could be no joy. There are brown stones to remind you of the fertile earth. There are gold stones for success and joy. And there are purple stones to remind you you are the child of the greatest king, a prince or princess of the kingdom. And you deserve all beautiful things. Possibly you pick up a stone, or maybe a handful. Drop them in your pocket, maybe not, but you begin to walk upstream, sloshing left foot, sloshing right foot, sloshing left foot, and with each step, the sound of moving water continues to get louder. The stream curves around to the left, and you see the beautiful pool, and on the far side, the waterfall. Off to your right, a cabin. Some old folks are sitting in rocking chairs on the front porch, smiling and wave at you. Staying in ankle-deep water, moving around to the left, as far as you can see, beautiful flowers tended by magnificent butterflies. Approaching the base of the waterfall, you see a couple of steps, and you go up them, left foot, right foot. And you go in and sit behind the waterfall. There's a very comfortable place, and you sit there looking through the waterfall at the beautiful scene and begin to absorb God's love. God, please help us send love to our mothers. God, please help us send love to our fathers. God, please help us send love to our grandparents. God, please help us send love to our brothers and sisters. God, please help us send love to our spouses and sweethearts. God, please help us send love to our children and grandchildren, those that we have and those that we will have. God, please help us send love to our sponsors and sponsees. God, please help us send love to our home groups. God, please help us send love to people who raise our ire, who rub our fur the wrong way. God, please help us send love to people we know who are in need of healing or in need of a gentle passage to the other side. God, please help us send love to places on planet Earth where there is fighting and anger and suffering. God, please help us send love to each other in this room. God, please help us send love to all the planet Earth. Night has fallen and there are stars, and there are billions of stars. And they form themselves into great pinwheel clusters called galaxies. And in the Milky Way galaxy, far out on one of the spiral arms, an average star called the Sun. And on the third planet out from that Sun, in the northern hemisphere, on the North American continent, in the United States, in the Deep South, in Tennessee, in the northeast corner, in Kingsport, on this campus, in this building, in this room. Welcome home. Please keep your eyes closed. And each in our own way, thank God for a safe trip. Amen. We'll now begin to awaken slowly. If you'll now wiggle your fingers and stop. Now wiggle your toes and stop. Raise your hands up to your face very slowly, and using just the pads of your fingers, pat your cheeks very lightly, patting your cheeks, and now together your nose and eyelids and eyebrows, and patting your forehead and separating your hands around the sides, and patting your ears and neck, and laying your hands back down to rest. Lift your left foot, move it about an inch away from the right. Lift the right, move it about an inch away from the left. Drop your head forward and put your chin on your chest and roll around to the left and the back and around to the right and back up. And raise your hands above your head like you're signaling for a touchdown, and twist the trunk of your body and flex everything you got and cough and clear your throat. And when you think and bring your arms down and give yourself a hug, you deserve one. And we're in no hurry here. But when you think you're ready, open your eyes. If you've opened them too soon, close them again.